And also, you guys lost R. Kelly because the one community that used to consume.
It's a colored community.
The one who consumes R. Kelly.
That, bro.
Yeah, I got a hike today, and the guy was listening to Fiesta, and I looked at him. He's serious. He was like, Fiesta. I was like, whoa, bruh. So it's been a very hard year. Very, very hard year. In fact, I think, remember we had a list of top 10 influential colors? Remove Trevor Noah and let's put the Pitbull at number 5. It is the NTF podcast.
Episode 22.
Episode 22. I'm not even keeping count. This is what I do.
You have to keep count, bro.
I just do, bro. I don't count anymore.
Because over that age, you know.
As in, consensual now. It's consensual.
Yeah.
You can stick it in wherever we want. Yeah, man. It's Big Man Denny.
Are you Big Man Denny now?
No, I was.
It's Big Man Denny. Zoch Life.
Yes, you must say you're Zoch Life. I'm alley-ooping it. So I'm going to say it's Big Man Denny.
It's Mobster.
And then what are you going to say?
I'm going to say it's Zoch Life.
And that's it. That's an alley-oop, bro. I'm teaching you basketball day by day.
The listeners are Tiamaka.
They're confused, yeah. They're confused.
But a lot's been happening during the week. A lot's been happening. But I think the biggest week, it's been a stinker of news for the week. I think the one thing that came up, I think it was on Wednesday or Tuesday. The Sizwe Kopelo Foundation wants to ban the ownership of pit bulls. And they've got something like 30,000 signatures already.
That is correct.
It's tough.
And then there was, I don't know, people were saying that the colored community is under fire, or specifically colored men.
But is it just the colored communities that have like pit bulls a lot?
I would think it's the colored communities.
I know a lot of Xhosa people black people that actually like pit bulls, bro.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that?
It's like,
But let's look at it like this. I'll give you the reasons why I think it's the colored. Some other dude, I don't know who that guy is, who's a Man United fan. Who's that guy on Twitter? I forget his name. Some colored he made like a thing saying he must leave colored men alone.
Dylan Oliphant.
I think so, something like
A
that.
comedian.
Yeah.
It must be Dylan Oliphant.
Yeah, I think it's him.
He was on Trevor's things and all the things. He always talk about Man United. Then he makes like, and then Man United said.
That's it. He was saying it's a colored male thing and they're going to lose out. Let's leave us alone and all that. But I thought, okay, sure, pit bulls. I even said to DJ, this is a knock on the colored economy, bro. It's a knock. Because I think most people that I know who deal in pit bulls are colored people, okay? So first you lose Trevor Noah. Then you lose, what is this thing? What's this guy? What is this guy, bro? I forget him. Elton Yankees. There you go.
Yeah, I knew it.
There you lose Elton Yankees. The term colored nearly went away.
Yeah. It's been a hard year, bro.
It's been a hard year, and now you're losing pit bulls. I remember once I was walking at nighttime in Port Elizabeth, some guy wanted to sell me pit bull eggs. I was like, what the fuck?
Pit bull eggs?
What?
Yeah, eggs. Like Dick Cooper was like, you want Dick Bull egg or some eats? I was like,
I mean, it's the dog's balls.
what the fuck?
What?
And it'll always stick with me because I remember that guy was smoking buttons by the
No,
the
he was
stairs.
high as fuck.
He was high as fuck. So, I mean, and also you guys lost R. Kelly because the one community that used to consume.
It's a colored community.
The one who consumes R. Kelly.
That, bro.
Yeah, I got a hike today and the guy was listening to Fiesta, and I looked at him. He's serious. He was like, Fiesta. I was like, whoa, bruh. So it's been a very hard year. Very, very hard year. In fact, I think, remember we had a list of top 10 influential colors? Remove Trevor Noah and let's put the Pitbull at number 5.
Not the singer.
Not Mr. 405, no.
Let's just get it straight.
Yeah, not Mr. 405. We put the dog there. But I was thinking fuck, pit bulls and colored people, they're like this.
Yeah, like a lot of women used to complain. They were like, if a man could love his child like he loves his pit bull and his golf,
You see?
then we would have a better community.
We would have a better family.
Yeah.
So black people got cows, white people have got horses, coloreds got pit bulls.
Yeah, you see, there has to be.
And the funny thing that I find so weird is that you get a pit bull that is like a pit bull is aggressive, It's temperamental, it's emotional, and it just wants to fight. Guess which race is temperamental, emotional, and just wants to fight? Wait a minute. And also has green eyes.
To who are you pointing specifically?
I don't know, bro. I don't want to call a pit bull, but you know, when I look at these things, and you also get some of them. You know, some pit bulls look that type of brown. You know that brown shade of brown?
No, I don't like that's American pit bulls.
Is it?
American. Yeah.
And I wonder which community has a gang called Americans. But I'm done. So let's
Yeah, there's a colored dog there.
Some shots fired.
And you know, a pit bull is a
yeah.
mixed breed. It's not a pure breed, bro.
There you go. You see, I led you into that trap. I wanted to have, what do you say?
No, I'm just saying,
gonna
guys.
say?
I'm just saying. It was a trick pulled up. In the party era, they gave us that dog and like, no.
Yeah, they gave it to you. But look, guys. Okay, let's continue with the jokes before we get to the serious stuff. So this Sizwe Kopela guy, he did this because there was a girl or a child in PE, 10 years old, who's been mauled to death
Yeah.
by a pit bull.
That
So it's been
happens a lot.
Yeah, it's been happening it's been the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Possibly there's one child or two children getting attacked. I even saw when I was looking through my stuff there, a 69-year-old, I don't know if it was black or white or whatever, he got killed by his two pit bulls. So this was like 2 years ago.
Isn't that like the owners that becomes
he's the owner, bro. They killed him.
No, but I mean, like, what happens with pit bulls in them? They need attention.
Yeah.
It's like Rottweilers and all these dogs as
Yeah.
well. They need attention. When you start out like that, you have to continue forever.
Is it?
The problem is like when the
Sounds
children
like colored
in them,
males,
like,
but okay.
like when children in them becomes involved and everything, you start giving your dog less attention, and then that's when the shit happens. That thing gets jealous.
Yes.
Yeah,
and also,
Yeah, no, there's not a dog that you can actually just tie up and leave in your yard. That dog needs constant attention. You need to treat that dog like it's part of the family.
Yes.
Then it'll be fine.
Yeah, and also what they were saying is other countries have banned pit bulls.
Is it?
Yeah, there are some, like 5 countries that have banned pit bulls. So the problem is with the pit bull, when they made the breed, they specifically made it for fighting. So you can't just get rid of genetics. I don't know.
Go there.
I don't know if they were specifically made for knife fights or,
Don't go there.
you know. And pit bulls evidently like chains, just like their owners. But yeah, but it's specifically for fighting. But I think like this. Okay, look, when they change this thing, I don't think you ban the speed. Don't ban the dog.
Yeah.
You've got to regulate who can own a pit bull. You got to have things that say your yard is going to be this big. You've got to have regulations that say I got to look at you, because the sad part is these dogs are being used for fighting.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to say now they need to check the bloodline.
Yeah.
Because what they do is they breed from a fighter one. And that goes with genetics. So that one's temperament.
Always. It's always been there. Yeah.
Then that one is a violent one. It has children and it continues.
And it continues the
Yeah.
cycle.
And
So-
then you get that one, that breed with that bloodline.
Exactly.
You're
And
the
then you're
unlucky
fucked.
one.
And then you don't know that. And you know one thing I found out? I know a colored guy, Eugene, he's got a pit bull. So, like, I'm not afraid of dogs. So I went to Eugene's place and we were just standing by the wall. You know, you can reason with some dogs and be like, okay, after all, a dog will bark, bark, bark.
Yeah,
The moment
then
you approach
eventually-
the dog and be like,
It
a
sees
dog,
eventually,
yeah,
you know
the dog will be
what
like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. But now he told me that he was giving his dog hormones and the sort of steroids that they give the dog.
You see
What
that shit.
the-
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
come
on, man.
that's the problem that I find is that you guys are giving dogs hormones
Yeah, they do
and
that.
you're altering their state of mind, because that dog was just jumping for 5 minutes, bro, on up and down the wall trying to bite. And I was like so fascinated every time I kept on putting my hand and removing it. The dog didn't get tired for 5 minutes.
Now you see, a lot of these guys also breed the dogs and then sell them.
Yeah,
So
for
obviously,
fighting purposes.
that crazy dog his bloodline is continuing.
Yeah, you get
and
the
he's
wrong
gonna kill
time.
some other people.
Yeah, and you get the wrong type. So obviously, as we were saying, a yard, a background check on the owner. It's difficult to police fights and all those things. But there's got to be a way that they're going to be checking. I don't know, it means more work for the SPCA, because the SPCA does nothing. at
Yeah,
the end
they
of the
don't
day.
do shit. They were.
All the SPCA does
continue
is
them a while back. Didn't they
Yeah,
say
they
like
wanted to yesterday because they didn't have funding apparently. Yeah.
so you see that. So the SPCA is also at a call at mercy because it needs the funding. And if ever a dog gets taken in, they have these drives for donations, do whatever. But I think ultimately the problem is the owners, bro.
yeah, it must be.
It's the owners. And you can't have a fucking pit bull running around in the Gassi. Because I'm thinking already, you're in the Gassi, there's a whole lot of other dogs just walking the street roaming. That dog's going to feel like, I got to be boss. And I'll chase the first thing that's
My
small.
territory.
Yeah, my territory. So the moment there's a child running in that thing and it's the same size, that dog's going to go after the child.
Exactly. It's all about the owners. man.
Yeah.
That's
So
all it
it's
is.
never even a toss up. So even this guy, like people were like, oh, he doesn't know what he's looking at. I'll read some of the comments just now. But one thing I find funny, trust. Every time people say I keep bringing up race, trust a black guy to go after the wrong issue. Trust a black, that's the wrong issue. The pit bull's not the issue here. You need to go after German shepherds. German shepherds in apartheid, whoa, the body counts. I remember I saw Kaya Zaga, I was looking at it and I thought to myself, what is that thing, German shepherd?
Yeah.
German shepherds have got a long line of fucking racial crimes. In World War II, even the Doberman itself.
They're smart, bro.
They're smart.
Yeah.
I remember they can tell that you're black, you're white. They wouldn't just do it. I remember even when I grew up, I'm good with dogs. There used to be a German shepherd across Rory's house. If the ball went in there, I would be the one person to go get it, to get the ball. But this one day, a motherfucker was like VTZ. So he hid. I got the ball as I'm going over the wall. Whew, my pants. He got me. I was like, dude, we were being amicable. We were buddies here. You let me get the ball, I would get it. Your owners would be mad. Obviously, they were feeding him hate speech throughout the week to identify me. The next time, emotion switch. Now, that is the dog that we need to actually ban. Think about it. How many German shepherds have you seen?
They train their dogs properly.
And why do you still have them in the
You
police?
don't someone keep them at the house. Like these guys across us, they have like two or
Yeah.
three. You know,
Yeah.
three German shepherds.
And there's still a standard issue. Like if you're police, you get a Glock and you get a German shepherd.
Yeah, the K9,
You know?
yeah.
The K9. Why do you call it the K9? That used to
K9
call it
unit.
Yeah, why is it still called the K9 unit? I hate that K. That K needs to go. It must go, bro.
This was the K9.
Yeah.
This
So
was the
you
K9
obviously
unit.
you know what the K stands for. You know,
Go back in the day.
I don't buy that. It's a K. You spell K9 with a C. I don't buy that.
The smart dogs, they're smart. They use them mostly in the.
Yeah, I remember in
force.
Tomb Raider used to shoot them in Dobermans. They're all the ones who used to just
They attack you.
yeah, they get it and they have a track record. So if you watch any apartheid video, the one that should be getting banned is a German Shepherd.
They were there.
They were there. They were part of the problem. If anyone has to pay reparations, we take it from the people who breed German Shepherds and the reparations come through. Because I can tell you now, some of our sinus problems probably come from all that fucking hair that used to go off after you've been attacked and you go home and now you're like sneezing or you're bleeding. It's whack. It's whack. So trust them to go after the wrong issue. But I don't know. Not a ban though.
No, it won't. I don't think it will happen.
Yeah.
They won't be able to regulate it. There's no fucking way you're going to be able to do that. How?
Yes, it's too much.
First, they complain about chopping the ears and those things as well. So you have to mutilate the ears.
Yes.
and
Oh,
all.
because of fighting. They were doing that
Yeah.
because of fighting. You remember back in the day, there used to be a video. Oh man, I forget what it was. SBC3 or ETV, where this guy, I think it was Focus or something. I need to look for that video. Where a white guy had pit bulls and he was like, discipline. Now that's discipline. Where he sticks a needle inside a pit bull's ear. He just sticks it in and the dog doesn't cry or anything. Just goes, and he's like, discipline. Now that's discipline.
Yes. Like
And I was like, oh, whoa.
torture.
Yeah. And you see the type of things those dogs endure, so it's bad.
It just goes on.
Yeah. So okay, I'll go through some of the comments. Like listen to what the people are saying now. Sizwe, are you for real? The more I listen to you, the more I ask myself if you can maybe change your foundation and look into people's lives that have been affected by crime in our country. I think you will get more support. When I was growing up, the only thing that really kept me going was my dog's spell. Okay, spell the word dog backwards. They are more loyal to you than all humans put together. So dog backwards is God. I have a pit myself, and she's my world. And so are my kids that grew up with her. She is now 11 years old, and I have 3 kids, and are all below her age. So, okay, that one, I think to myself, again, like,
Is that a white person?
oh, duh. No, definitely. Lee. It's Lee. So I think you're a female, part of your family. You need to change your foundation. I'm thinking, okay, you get males. Remember that that Joe Biden scandal?
Yeah, when they... What did he do again? He masturbates?
Someone said he masturbated the dog.
Yeah.
I don't like those. I don't like those type of relationships. We know dogs lick everything. You know how your dog just comes, licks. Imagine now you're just a single guy, lonely guy, and you've got your pit, and then your dog starts
There was
licking.
a lot of people caught like that.
Yeah, you've watched animal porn before. No. You see that? No. You sent me those videos.
No, what video was that you?
The videos of the white women are just getting down with dogs in the same No, sorry. It isn't you. It wasn't you. It was Jomo. Jomo sent me those things.
Exactly.
And it was, I don't understand that one. Can we stop this bestiality thing?
It won't stop it. When? Those years already?
Can we stop this bestiality?
Wasn't the guy that fucked the sheep the other time?
The goat, yeah.
There was a black. It was a black guy. It was a black guy. Yes.
Yeah. People do that shit, bro.
Yeah. So, okay, another comment. In South Africa, there is high number of crime. And yet the justice system is weak when it comes to those who are victims due to housebreaking and robbery. Okay? So, now, you see that way it's going to. Where he's talking about housebreaking and robbery. And then there's some guy who says, I know why they want a ban. It's because their buddies can't break in when they are pit bulls.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, jeez. I don't think people...
No.
It's English with teacher Marius.
I see.
There we go.
Yeah, Marius just says it all.
There we go.
But I don't know. I don't think we're ready to ban anything here, bro.
Nah, it's not happening.
We're not ready to
Not
ban
happening
anything.
in this time.
Yeah, but this is a knock on the colored. What is this thing? What do you call it? Economy. It's a big knock.
Yeah,
Big time.
It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen. People live off. I know someone here as well that lives off that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but they're gonna do.
Pitbulls.
It's like fish.
But at least not fighting pit bulls. But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, but you do get. I remember you also had pit bulls here, but thing is, pit bull was aggressive. That female.
which one?
Remember the
Yeah.
Nashi's one when she was pregnant?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, when you get pregnant.
Yes,
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's why you need to be a proper owner and know what type of dog you have and know what to do.
And separate them.
Yeah.
Just don't let them run
Yeah,
around.
they used to fuck each other up.
Yeah, that was terrible. And she was like,
But
busy.
the issue there was the fact that there were 2 females
Yeah,
with the male in the.
Is it? So,
Yeah, and there was a problem.
so even in the animal kingdom, female to female is a problem.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys are trying to say? Yeah, so yay, I don't know, man.
It's not happening.
We've been covered a lot here. The colored community is under attack, bro.
Under attack.
Watch out, they'll take away pickled fish next. I'm
Not
telling
my
you.
bitch.
Yeah.
Not my bitch.
They'll probably even take away sound. You won't be able to have sound anymore. I'm sure subwoofers are going to be outlawed from Texas or some shit.
Then there'll be a big time. There'll be shit big
What's
time.
going to happen there?
Yeah, but look, some places already have that in
Noise
place.
regulation,
Yeah,
yeah.
the noise regulation.
Yeah, when you do your learners, you find out that your car can't. It has to have a muffler. No more mufflers. That's a thing now. Your car can't make a noise. So definitely there's another attack on the color community. No more valve bouncing. You see that?
Just poor colors. Leave our people alone, bro. They suffered enough.
Difficult, yeah. Bro.
Suffered enough, bro.
Difficult, yeah.
Cannot cheat in peace, can't do shit in peace.
You can't do anything. Yeah, so look, we'll leave that one hanging. Here's another bit of something which wasn't news. I saw an article. Apparently, women are victims of gold digging men. There's even an article that was written to say that we actually need to.
Now they complain.
You need to be like watching out because there's some broke guys.
I read that shit, I laughed, bro.
Yeah, like
I was like,
why
now it's you now that's under attack now, and this shit is happening with you. Now it's a problem.
But
That's
they've
been
been
happening
doing
with guys.
They're doing this for
all the
centuries,
time.
bro.
This-
Fucking, that's what they
No
did to
problem if
Samson.
you do it with guys, but hey,
Yeah.
if it happens to women, oh fuck no.
It's been happening since the days of the Bible, and apparently they prey on women who've just got into riches. Where else do they get those riches? From another freaking divorce.
You
Or whatever.
How long does this shit happen?
Yeah.
The blessers and all those things.
Now they
It
decide
was
to write
cool. It was a cool thing.
they decide to write an article like that. So I was like, what the hell? Can you read that article if you've got it?
Yes, I've got it here, my guy.
That's fucked
Check
up.
here.
Bro.
This is from
That's fucked up.
Times Live. Women are being warned by the Hawks to stay away from scammers who will come into their lives.
Hawks? Repeat that, sorry?
Women are being warned by the Hawks.
The Hawks.
The Hawks, bruh. To stay away from scammers who will come into their lives
Oh,
in the
now
name
they
of love.
scammers if it's a guy.
Yeah, in the name of love, especially in Limpopo, because apparently it's rife there. Captain Matimba Maluleke from the specialist police team said Hawks investigators have been alerted to many complaints around the province. Many victims are left drowning in heavy debt, Maluleke said. Women who are recently divorced, widowed, inherited valuable assets, or have a stable job but are unmarried are targeted by the scammers who pretend to be looking for a woman to marry. They soon come up with business proposals where the victims are promised unbelievable dividends. The scammers talk to the women into selling valuable assets or withdrawing all their money to deposit into bank accounts they are provided with on the pretext of funding a lucrative business idea. After depositing the money, they will never see or hear from the scammers again. Some victims were approached by men who claimed to be prophets connected to their ancestors. They would tell them everything about their upbringing and lives. Eventually, the victims would be convinced to resign and take all their pension money to the altar for rituals. Jeez.
Sounds
And
like
just some tips for the listeners as well to identify these possible dating scammers.
Yeah.
They look and sound very caring and responsible. Who doesn't? They always come up with business proposals. They do not want their pictures to be taken. They do not want to meet you in a public place. They always hide their identification documents. They do not introduce you to their family. Isn't that a surprise?
This sounds like a normal
They
relationship.
are
This sounds like a normal relationship
They want
these
you to they want to own everything in the relationship. They do not take you to their real house. They always come up with with contradictory stories. Come on, guys, this is like a normal relationship. Really,
Yeah,
man.
that's what men do these days.
Jeez.
You don't post your partner online. You don't take them to your real house. You care in the beginning.
But look, this is what women do now as well. Come on, let's
Yeah.
just put it out there, guys.
Yeah, so look, we were supposed to shoot yesterday. I couldn't come here because I had a hangover. I have this other chick that I know. She faked she said it was a birthday to a blesser. So we had to have a fake birthday party on Friday, and he booked a hotel room, and he bought some liquor, and we're living it up. And this is what happens, like,
Yeah.
on the day.
But it's fine if it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, we bought balloons and did it there, and then even bought a sash to be like, "Yo, happy birthday, Chommy," and all that shit. Yeah, so it went far. I think I didn't spend a dime that day. I didn't spend a dime. I went there. I got whatever. I got fucked. I was like, nah, there's no way I'm coming, guys. So this happens. This is not news.
Yeah,
This is just
it's
the-
been happening for years. It's just it's switched now.
The roles have
Yeah.
switched.
Yeah.
Yeah. The roles have switched. Women are sleeping with 7 men, and they think they've got the upper hand. Men now are eating women's money.
Yeah, they're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to somebody who's vulnerable now.
Yes.
And we're gonna say we tied to your
Yeah.
ancestors. That's the part that got me.
And look here, last year I actually read this article about what Nigerians actually do. No, not actually an article. I saw a documentary on TV. I think it was National Geographic or one of the channels. But anyway, what they do is they go on these dating sites. These guys will pretend to be these rich guys. Get these lonely women. Get them to give them all the damn pension money. And then just...
Yeah, it's just like the Twinder Sindler.
It's like if you
thing, type
fall
of thing.
for that shit, nah, and you say because you have like your ancestors tied to that person, and you as a woman fall for that, you might as well send messages to that. You want money, and they say phone this guy, phone that person. You might as well do the same
Do
thing.
you not think it's getting more difficult for women to find love now that they've actually got to put money up to actually keep a man?
Yeah, it's getting difficult for them.
It's getting like that.
It was said that's gonna happen. It's getting difficult more.
Yeah, because it just reminds me even of experience I
It
had.
is. It's more difficult for women to get like a steady man now because they get all these documents. They have like everything now. They have a lot of
salary.
children. They have a higher salary than you. And guys don't want to deal with that shit, so they get desperate. That's why they said like 35, 36, 37. Then they're like, oh shit, I need to get someone. And then these young guys are like,
Yeah, they're chirping.
buy me a PS5.
Yeah, and look, I work with a guy. Jesus, he's always dating women that are like oldish in higher positions, and the nigga ain't got shit, but he gets stuff from them all the time. And all he does is just lay his pipe, because obviously they don't get pipe anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's pretty difficult for them. I remember myself, even I had to duck and dive someone and like cut them off because it seemed to be a money
They
heist
get
of sorts.
They get desperate because they see this young guy wants them. So
And
they
you
get excited. You know, they feel like they're back in their prime. Back in my prime years. Look, they're a young guy want me. That's what I can beg. But their guys like, oh, fuck, you can pay my bills and do all this type of shit. And they get there, then it's like an exchange at the end of the day.
Yeah, so that article, like even those signs, I mean, like no one wants to post. You haven't seen me post my girlfriend, like whatever. I'm not gonna post my girlfriend. Imagine you post your girlfriend. I know
You gotta keep things private.
Yes, I know what's gonna happen if I post my girlfriend. Some dudes that I know are probably gonna try and sleep with her or some shit. Like, you gotta do that. That's how it goes. You gotta keep your enemies close and your baby even closer. Don't do that shit. Okay? Don't even do it. So there's no news here.
Ah, man.
It is what it is. The coin is flipping.
Yeah.
I've seen a gradual change.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, it's a gradual shift. Oh man, I saw this article, shocking. I don't know, is it true? But as usual, we're the perpetrators. Is this true? 500 children murdered within 6 months.
That's what the stats
Yo, that
say.
was crazy, bro.
That's the stats. Just read that slowly, compassionately. Please don't laugh or anything like
No, we
that.
can't love that
Yeah.
shit.
You know, that's terrible, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
bro. Jeez.
We've got kids here, bro. We've got kids.
Oh, you guys got kids. Do they count abortion kids there? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the first thing I was
no.
thinking. I
Yeah,
was like,
I
no, then I
would be
saw
like-
there's not abortion. And I was like, oh, okay.
No,
It was Ed Zod was 11 to that, 5'11", but I don't know. Jeez.
Okay. Look here. A total of 546 South African children were murdered in the first 6 months of the year. That's now 2022, according to Al Jazeera report. An average of 3 South African children are killed each day. In the first quarter of the year, April to June, 243 South African children were murdered, according to the SAPS crime statistic. Between October and December 2021, 352 South African children were murdered. Ah, that's ridiculous, man. In the latest child killing that has rocked the nation, a 4-year-old Bogabupu was kidnapped, raped, and mutilated. Fuck. The suspect was out on bail for allegedly raping a 9-year-old girl. Now we go back to the thing again. Why do you let rapists out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know, this is actually
They don't
reminds me-
castrate them.
Nah,
No,
man, that's-
you can't do that. It's human
Oh,
rights.
I get.
No, but the medication as well. What the fuck does that have to do with human rights?
Nah, but check here. Let me read on here because really
Okay,
this is
read
quite
on.
bad. Now, the girl's father, it's Irvin Lovu, he's 32, saw the man accused of killing his child in court this weekend and tried to attack him before he was held back by friends and members of the SAPS. Lovu was reported saying his father was murdered when he was a child, and now he has to go through losing his child in the same way, doubting his recovery from the incident. Now that's something, eh?
Ooh, that's
Now, at the start of the year, the UN Children's Fund, or UNICEF, said it was appalled by the number of children murdered daily. We are in an urgent race to save children's lives. We cannot and should not accept such high levels of murders each day. Quite
But
bad, man.
I think most of these murders happen in the Kasi, man. And how people just let kids walk
Yeah.
at night
I get pissed off
to go
because of that.
buy bread or whatever,
Yeah,
and
they
they're selling
do.
kids. I saw this even in PE. There was a time when I was there in New Brighton, when I went to go visit my brother. There was a child that had disappeared, and they found the child dead. You know, the cops were looking for a child.
Yeah.
Nah,
Even
that is
even
bad,
here
man.
in the streets, you'll see like kids my one's age, 3-4 years old, walking, bro, and go and buy bread and shit.
Yeah, I think
It's
that,
not the time, bro.
that one
It's
has
not
to
the time
that one
do
has
that
to
shit.
stop.
Yeah, but let's face it, now, it's these young mothers as well, man. I don't know. I don't want to say it's the AMA 2000s.
But
even
yeah,
the
just giving.
previous
You can't
generation.
just let the children
Yeah,
go out.
they do things like that. Even when I jog at night and I see his kids walking alone, 4-5 years old, they're walking alone, they're doing
Yeah,
that
you'll
shit.
never see that. I will always see that if you go to Kopas and you go buy liquor.
I remember when I was in Cape Town, they had LCs a couple of years back, 2017, when that child got missing, man. There was a child, a 6-year-old girl, that got missing in
Yes,
Elsie's
yes, I
river,
remember
and they
that.
all were looking for. I remember my friend, everybody was looking for, and they couldn't find the girl, bro. And like this guy was looking with them, the uncle that was staying with them in the house, and they wanted to go in the room, and even the mother was like, "Nah, there's no need to go and look there." But that's what they said in the article. But we're not saying like anything with what the mother did. But then they found out it was this guy.
Oh,
This
gosh.
guy went and raped her. The uncle or the father's friend raped her, drugged her, gave her I don't know, like a Retex or something, poison to die. Then chopped her up in pieces, put her in a pick and pay bag.
Oh, Jesus.
That was fucked up. That was
terrible,
That was
bro.
terrible.
Yeah. So I
And,
don't.
and he helped look for them.
Yeah,
You
I
know, they always do
know.
that shit, bro.
It looks like a series of person does that. But then, I don't. How do you now delve into the psyche of someone? Okay, look, I know already. I saw like the Twitter outrage is like, oh, we're not safe from men. And,
They like to turn in the
no. But
always that.
every single time, like it's what we said now. I can go out now and we can put a camera at the corner of the street. I can imagine, I can even tell you that we're gonna see possibly kids getting sent at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You know exactly that they're a tikkopa walking in the street, but you're still sending people.
And do you know who's involved with the kidnapping?
Who?
Women. Women lure them in.
Yes.
Then they say, no, but it's the guy who said this is what the woman is holding them. No, they work together.
Yeah,
They're
I don't
always
know.
finding something
Is
to
it
blame.
is it a moot killing? What are they killing for? Do they take something or do they mutilate
People
bodies?
are just fucked up, man.
Yeah, I'd like to.
They panic and then they have to try and get rid of the body or something.
Because
it's
also,
small.
yeah, now you see, look, also when you've just, like, you got to look into this person's mind. Like, what are you? Why are you? Why? How do we even psych-evaluate everyone? There's our problem right there. How do you psych-evaluate everyone? I'm just trying to think of that anime where they, at every stage of your life, 12 months, 6 months, you're getting a psych-evaluation. You have to check in.
Oh, yes.
Psycho-
Yeah,
yes,
psychopath. So every
yes,
single time you're
yes.
going somewhere, you got to check in to see, like, yo, has your mind state changed? Are you most likely to commit a crime? And you have a meter that goes above. If you're over 600, whoa, you're going to the clinic. And you're going to keep you in the clinic till your psych evaluation goes down. Definitely it's going to, I don't know, definitely people will be pushed over the edge this year.
Yes, I don't know.
Recession,
Something's
hunger,
happening. Yeah.
interest rates increasing. But I can't justify to how those things lead you to want to kill
Yeah, a kid, bro.
a kid. That's the weird part. I
Of
don't
all
know.
things, you see a kid and like, I'm gonna go to that kid. But that's what we always talk about. The world is not a fairy tale place, a nice
That's
place.
what I wanted
There's
to say
bad
now.
people,
Yes.
there's good
Come on.
people. Regardless, even if you bring them up in the best conditions, some people just decide to be that way.
And you can never tell. Hey? You can never tell. You
They
can
just decide.
we can know someone. It's like I was saying, like joke I made. Or I was saying, like, if anything ever goes bad in your life, we should just always just kill a hobo. Because no one's gonna find where he is. No one's gonna know that we actually killed the hobo just to take stress off. But god damn it, a child, the family's gonna know, guy. The family's gonna know. The child's gonna go missing. Do you want that feeling of taking something from someone?
But people don't give a fuck about that in that state.
This
But
is
so
what
that person that does it is not in a proper state. They don't give a fuck
I don't
about
know.
you.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, how are we gonna psycho-evaluate people?
And some people just enjoy causing pain. You must remember that as well. There
And
are
also
some evil people in this world.
and
bro.
also we can't say everyone has for the phone because some people like the tikkopa that just walk, people who just walk. Like I think the cops are failing. You can't leave people to be sitting in the street at night or doing whatever. You can't. Sure, yes, there's too many people to be policed, but something needs to change.
People are going through trauma, bro. Like since young days, and then shit happens, and then finally then there's that one thing that pushed them over the edge, and then they take it out on somebody else.
Yeah, but why would you want? That's the part I don't
Yeah,
understand.
that's never
A
understand that
child.
shit.
That's the one part I'm like, whoa, kids and
That's
500.
too far, man.
And that happened. There was somebody that raped somebody before that, right? That happened.
Yeah,
with the-
a 9-year-old.
Yeah, a 9-year-old.
And
So
they let
how
him
the
out.
fuck is he free?
Yeah, there you
Look
go.
here, one thing, if you get arrested and you raped a 9-year-old or 10-year-old and you found guilty, you deserve like a lot of years, bro. Because it's not just about it was you don't know what happened and those things. It's a 9-year-old, bro. You can't try and convince people around you that you did that for a certain reason or something like that.
The thing is,
justify your decision. Fuck that. That's not a 9-year-old. You need
the
to
thing
sit
is,
in jail and rot,
but
bro.
remember, he was out on bail, so obviously the trial is still, or maybe still,
Was
or
still
it was
pending.
still pending.
Yeah.
So we actually need to spruce up our system because then the system
Why are they
is
getting
failing.
bail?
Yes,
I think maybe if
But
something
then
like-
somebody just smoked weed and something like that, he gets
Yeah.
thrown in jail.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember Yetu
exactly,
went to
man.
jail just holding a pot plant which they had no weed. He was in jail for a weekend.
Now
For
look
a
at
long
that.
weekend just for holding a pot plant that had no plant, nothing on it. And then I read
bro.
in an article that on Twitter something the police actually were reporting their arrests over that weekend, and they said they had so many arrests.
Oh, so that's why they did that.
Yeah. So maybe I could have come up with a solution here. You take the pit bulls that have done wrong, you put them in a cell. You take the people that have done wrong to kids and you put them in the same cell with the pit bulls.
But look, but that's actually reactive, man. You need something beforehand. You need to do something beforehand because obviously then they've already committed the atrocious act. You see,
I was
so-
just thinking about punishment, human rights. The
No,
dogs
I
have rights.
fully
They
agree
need to
with
be
you there.
castrated, bro. That's the only thing. Give them the medication. But apparently that medication makes you like depressed and then you
So
become
what?
violent.
I saw that
No,
Netflix.
so there's no way out.
No, there was some documentary on Netflix where they, it was a very,
Cut their balls off.
it was a
and
very
that's
fucked
the
up
only way.
documentary where they give you the hormones as you're saying, and then they put a VR headset on you. If you are a sexual offender, and they actually make you watch kids in a VR world walking to see how you react, and they actually track you to see if you're still getting erection, they pump you with more hormones. More and more and more and more so that they can see. But you sit in that thing for extended hours of 8 hours a day so they can actually check like what works and what doesn't work. And they even put them in scenarios in the playground and, coming out of school and like they make a dude walk around a little room.
But
That's crazy.
Look, we actually need to dive deeper into this thing because obviously people are going to say, yeah, it's a problem with men. It's a male problem. It's not a male problem. We need to find the root cause of these issues. There is something wrong in our society at this point in time.
Nah, everyone's in it for themselves now because like that's a no-no. Like if you go now to the kasi, I bet you we've
find
seen
kids
kids
that-
walking
yeah,
at 8
you'll
o'clock
see.
getting sent to buy bread.
Yeah, that's
Knowing
what
very
happens.
well, and people are just comfortable just to sit there and fold their
It
legs, watch
won't
TV.
happen to me.
It won't
That's,
happen,
that's
yeah.
that mindset. It won't
That-
happen
yeah.
to me. It
Christmas
happens
comes
there.
once a year, bro.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Let's not let it get that far.
I don't play that game. It's Russian
Yeah.
roulette with your kids.
Let's not let it get that far. Jeez, man, that's bad. But 500, fuck yeah,
Terrible numbers. That
bad, terrible. UNICEF just says, oh, it's bad. That's fucking bad.
Yeah, and it went up from 300 and something the previous year. I mean, to 540, is it 546 or 64? Can't recall now. But that's a huge increase, man.
That's a huge jump, bro. That's very big.
Too high, bro.
I don't even know how to justify that. I can't even say anything. Can't say anything. Another topic came up. Very quick one. Eastern Cape nurses are the worst in South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who didn't know that?
Yeah, I
we
agree
know
with
that
that
shit,
fully.
bro.
Definitely.
We know that shit.
I know.
Those people are terrible, bro.
Something as simple when I went for the physio. Bro, I remember I was so fearful to go just to get my folder every single time. It felt like I was going in to commit a crime.
Yeah.
Just to ask my folder.
Yes.
Like, what you want? What you doing?
Yeah, such
Like,
attitude. Such
oh.
attitude.
And then they even do that through the teeth.
They've got terrible attitudes, bro.
I'm like, oh shit, I probably did something. What did I do? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and the thing is, we've all been there where you have to go in for something, and then you see like these just atrocious acts being like happening in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was saying
People
even
get
the other
treated
day,
like shit in hospitals.
also
bro.
the reason why they're also in shit, they've got something over like 13 billion in claims that they have to pay out because people are suing them for the type of like the type of treatment they've been getting. So you get left with a scissor that diagnose you incorrectly. And that's what the department is dealing with here. So they're in shit like anything. Never mind that nurses are one of the highest killed people or females in that thing, because you find that a lot of nurses are being abused. And I think those guys are just taking it out on us, or for us to actually abuse them, because they have terrible attitudes. I remember once I went there, my dad was like gonna die. So I asked, how is he? She's like, how about you go in there and check how he is?
Jeez.
No, look, I can attest to that because I was with you once. Yeah, I was with you and I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
I was like, I could have fucking given a sweet chin music. Like, just go in there and look how he is and you tell me. Nah, I think those people need, and like, I don't think they've been taken on a course. If you're a nurse, tell us. Like, how do you get trained to be a nurse? I thought
they go. This
I remember
study
who was
isn't-
that nurse?
It's like
Who was that other
course.
nurse? It's like a famous nurse, man. There's like even an oath that she had. You had to do it in history class. There was a nurse.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember the name.
Yeah, there's an oath that you take
Yeah,
to
they
say
still-
that
yeah,
you.
that's
they
the
still
oath.
do.
Yeah, they still do.
It seems
it
the only.
doesn't matter
It
anymore.
doesn't matter. It seems the
Not-
only
not
oath they've
right.
taken. Yeah, what is it? Florence Nightingale.
Nightingale. Yeah, I thought
Oh,
it was
there
something
you
with
go.
night. Yes, man.
Florence Nightingale. There was an oath. We were taught that shit in history. And like there was an oath to protect people. The only oath these fucking ogres are taking now is to take blowjobs and backshots from doctors. I'm telling you.
Definitely, man.
And they
That's what's
feel-
happening, man.
Yeah, and then they feel like because I'm screwing a doctor, I'm like at this level, so I can treat you some way because
It's the
they-
mate thing again.
Yeah, because they expect
Yes.
now that I go with a certain type of status, and then they take it out. You know, when you go to the hospital, we're all neutral, bro. I can have genital warts, you can have asthma, you can have nothing, but you all got to treat us equally.
Yeah.
Now you'll find is when I went there for an STI, the female doctor told me a bunch of shit before I even got my results. She even went as far as insinuating I might even have, what is this, syphilis or herpes. Yeah, she went as far as saying herpes and AIDS. If I go to my male dude is like, okay, it's you again. It's been a while. Let's just check. Let's hold teeth. You know, I understand things like
Now
that.
you see the difference.
To see the difference, I'm chilled with my guy. My guy doesn't say anything. She came up to me like she was my mother or some shit, or she was just angry.
Yeah,
and she was
that's the thing.
And then she even made me wait. I usually get my results in a day. She called me like 2 days later and she said, let's look to the file. It took so long. Maybe because there's something. And I was like,
There's the emotional aspect of this entire thing. It's like, ladies, leave your emotions at home. Leave it at the door. We
Yeah.
get that. We get taught this when you start your first job, basically in induction, wherever you are. You leave your emotions at the door. When you come in, you're supposed to be professional.
yeah. And that's,
That's
I know, no. And that's one thing I'll say. They're not professional. They're not professional. at
Trust
all.
me, I work in the healthcare department. Emotions are everywhere. If there's something that happens or something, bro,
Yeah.
it's chaos.
And guys,
It's chaos.
Look, I've got a story, but I can't tell it, man, because look here, doctors are like, fuck nowadays, man. Look, no, I don't think I can say this, but what I am going to say is
Yeah.
they can even fucking lie to you as if you're a fucking retard, bro.
Yeah. It
Trust me
happens.
on this one.
No, it happens. It happens. But I just think the incompetence is high. Or I don't think it's incompetence. I think people are just there to earn a
But
paycheck.
is it like mainly an EC thing?
It's a no EC.
It's-
Yeah.
No, the
it is.
stats come out like they.
No, the thing that I'm asking, right? Because even when I was in Cape Town, like the experience I had there, like I'm asking because the experience was good
Yes.
in Cape Town.
Yeah.
It was like I was private.
Yeah. No,
But-
that's
but-
different. No, because most probably is what they did is they took a survey of 100 people. They just survey 100 people here, 100 people there. And then it came out that in the 100, 85 people are complaining. In another province, 30 people are
And
complaining.
it was like my aunt as well. When like a couple of years ago, my aunt, she had cancer, and they didn't even clean her.
You see that?
No,
They would
yeah,
yeah,
I've-
clean her
yeah,
feces
I've-
and all those things.
Yeah, I remember when we went to Frey once because we went to go see someone. Not me, I have medical aid. Not me. Putting out a disclaimer wasn't me. We went to go see someone and they were like, that person stinks. We're not going to touch him. I was like,
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what they do.
but
And-
guys.
That's really what happens.
Another story to tell you. I actually had a cousin which was taken to a hospital near here. I don't want to mention the hospital. Neglected her. She passed away.
Look at that.
Went in there for pain. They just didn't give a damn, bro. We went there. We were like, hey, we've been here for hours.
Yeah. And
I
that's
never saw one nurse coming to actually look at it and see, hey, what's going on.
and they're busy. And they're always, I'm busy. We're
Yeah,
busy.
yeah, we're busy,
We're
we're
busy.
busy.
And I
Nah,
hate
it's
the fact when they
bullshit,
come to my work, they're like, we're busy. We're in a hurry.
Yeah,
We need to go
exactly.
in. And I still told the other one, you know what happened to me once? You guys, terrible. Terrible. Like the police, bro. They're like the police. Oh my God. I hate going to the police. I don't even want to open a case. Oh God. Police are whack. What happened to us when we went
Yeah,
over there?
yeah. I would want you to tell that story though.
We're going to open a case. She's like, why don't you solve it at home?
Yeah, imagine that, man.
Imagine my neighbor took
Imagine.
something. No, why don't you talk to your neighbor to solve it?
That's how fucking lazy you are.
Yeah.
She was just like, she was so nonchalant. She's speaking closer to you guys, assuming you're going to understand her.
Assuming. Yes.
And now I have to translate. And I'm like, wow, bruh, this is terrible.
You know, when I was in Cape Town as well, man, it goes from people to people. With my appendix, they were looking for the surgeon because I had to go in at 3. But I only started like at 4, 4:30. They were looking for him everywhere. And when they finally got a hold of him, I still remember I was laying there and they were talking like shit about this. Like, this fucking guy, really? Really? We waited a whole hour here. They found this guy on the phone, video calling his cherry. Supposed to do a fucking surgery with me. He's busy sitting in his office, video calling his girl.
But
It's like, oh shit, we're gonna do it quick.
I'm going to do a
Look
quick
here.
insertion, stick my finger in, and you come out.
just
Like, what the
full
fuck?
disclaimer here from my side. Nah. You can start calling me names, it's fine. But the experience I've been talking about was females.
Yeah, no, it's females.
Just putting it out
No,
there.
no, no,
though.
females terrible. But that's what it is, though. Eastern Cape nurses, what else? There are
I'm
male,
not saying
there are
females
male
are terrible.
nurses.
I'm just
no,
saying
there are
that-
male nurses. But I'm never letting a male nurse touch me. I'm not
Exactly.
gonna- yeah, look, just to clarify it. As a straight guy, I'm not letting a male nurse touch me. If you walk in there and you're like dressed like that, I'm like, please, get me a
please.
nursey.
Oh, please, you're going to be out with anesthetic. You're going to wake up, you will be touched.
Nah, bro. I'm not
Touched by an angel.
oh, jeez. And imagine you get a skiff nurse saying, okay, great thing. But man, that's bad. Yeah, that was just a segment, but nothing else. They're terrible. There's nothing here. It's terrible. I think if I get shot here, please take me to another province. If I get shot, take me to another province. That's all, you know? That's all. Here's a short one. Short one, though. Do white people take care of their maids better than what black people do? I'll give you two examples that I have. Or any race, in that fact. There's a lady I met. She's saving money for her maid so that when she dies, she's like 85. She's really preparing that Lindelwa or whoever needs to get something like 60 grand when I pass away, and she's putting it in her will. There was another guy that I also met who had done the same thing, who's also saving money and saying when he dies in his will, his maid needs to get, because she's been part of the family for so long.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like how we grew up as well, when we saw like a lot of our friends and people around that had maids, they were part of the family.
The white ones, eh?
Yeah, the white ones. They're part of the family.
They were getting breastfed black men.
if you go to, if you like, let's say the Kifness and all these people, you see what he did as well. He looked after the maid or somebody that he grew up with, and he helped her and did all these things. And there's a lot of cases like that where you just hear about them. They help. They try and build a house for the maid.
Even
and all
yeah,
those
that guy
other
did that.
things,
He actually built her a kitchen set, put it in her house where she stays in the village, and he put it.
I don't like those ones that take photos and put
That
it on
show
social
it,
media.
yeah.
No, he never showed it. He
I don't like those ones.
no,
Those-
he didn't. But he
No,
showed me
but-
that
but,
because
you know,
and in his retirement, because he used to do all the stuff, so he was like, no, he built it for her and put it in there. He told her, don't buy it. I'll
Because they
make it
become
for you."
part of your family.
So now another thing I see is that when they're with us, I take this other couple.
So job.
Wow. You're a job, you're an employee.
Yeah.
You need to wake up at a certain time. You need to do. You don't sit with the family when we're thinking. I saw it firsthand, bud. And I would look. And it wasn't people from here. Maybe there are people also from here. Because you get a lot of Zimbabweans that come and they put them in their houses too. But these people act like they are aristocrats. And they tell the maid, like, okay, take the dishes now. Go to the back. Go, move.
And I think there's that bougie people, man. That bougie.
The mentality, yeah.
Yeah, the
Hey,
drink
man.
with the pinky like this.
Yeah, well,
tea.
they're big. They're big in Bisho, but you can't treat people like that.
Nah,
man.
you
Your
can't.
own type of
No,
people.
you can't.
And we're always coming back to this thing there whereby our people, you're just treating, you're creating classes.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's not like you pay them that much.
And you don't contribute a single thing towards a pension for them.
see.
Once you get in dispute to them, you fire them, they're gone. These people have changed something like 4 maids in a year.
Yeah, it goes back to something I saw the other day as well. I saw an illustration online. It's just a black and white picture, but it's a tree. Now it's 4 people. One guy that's illustrated as white, no color, is pushing up the other one to get to the tree.
Yeah.
Now the other one that's obviously portraying a black person, 2 black people, the one is pulling him down. And that's true with a lot of races, like coloreds as well.
Yeah.
They do the same thing. We pull each other down.
Yeah.
Instead
Don't
of-
help each other up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But all these other races are like that. Even the Muslims and
Yeah,
like religions
yeah.
as well. The Muslims, the Jews, and they always say that's like what they do. That's why they help each other up.
And I see that a lot in the complex because they interchange maids like anything.
Yeah,
So one lady, black lady, will argue with the maid. The maid works there at the other place, and they don't say hi or things like that. They interchange, and the treatment is just terrible. And I think to myself, like, look, you work how many years at a place and you still can't provide someone with a pension plan?
And it's that moment where their maids get pissed off, then they eat your child, and then they.
No, I don't say.
No, I mean that's when that shit happens, and then they, like, that's what a lot of people do as well. They with the maid thing as well. Then kids get kidnapped as well. Like a lot of kidnapping happens like that as well with the maids.
Yeah, but also this disputes are stupid. Over you're not cleaning carpets like this. You're missing spots.
Yeah.
Things like that, and you know, and the way they talk to people, bro, the
you
inability
see that,
of how they just talk, and you listen,
Talk
and you're like,
down on them.
whoa, that's bad. That's bad.
You
Yeah,
don't
but
do shit like
that humanity is not in people anymore. We're not human anymore, to be
So,
honest with you.
yeah, one question is like, this is a very short segment, but why do Africans, coloreds treat maids differently to what white people do, and why do white people actually make pension plans for their maids, and you or us, we don't? What is that?
But then people gonna say it's because white people have money.
No, you can,
No.
bro, putting away
Privilege as
1,000
well.
rand. Look, 60,000 is not a lot. She said to me that person's worked for there at the house for 20 years. They paid for her child's school fees. They did this, they do whatever. That means like you're putting away 500 rand, bro. For all that
that's all
time.
you do. Like you
It doesn't matter. You're putting away 500 rand. It can, as matter when that person leaves, at least they have something. You're also thinking, when I die, she's thinking, she's like, I'm 85. I'm not gonna probably be around for much longer. But when I die, I want her to at least have something for all the years that she's helped me.
Just to say thank you at least, because you know they struggle as well.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why we treat maids like prostitutes on the street. A pimp doesn't give a person a pension plan.
You see that
They
shit.
don't. It's illegal.
You see that shit.
Just like breeding pit bulls, but we still go and do it.
Do you like is there a company that handles like maid services?
There is.
there?
It's the Department of Labor,
Yeah.
and they go around checking and asking. They give you a questionnaire, which is so stupid, my friend. They had a maid. The person came from the department. They've had this maid for the longest time, bro. I remember she used to be there. She went and lied to those people and said that she's not getting this amount of money.
Yo.
And because she was trying to pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they had a dispute. She left, but when they left, they still gave her money.
Wow.
Give it a year or so, she came back. She tried and asked for the job, but they were like, "No, we can't now because we've taken someone else."
Yeah, bro, it's tough for you. It's tough.
Tough,
Tough.
tough. Did you see that Nota thing? Sorry, I'm going off topic. Did you see that Nota thing?
Whatever.
He says that he was dating a girl on the street, and he married her despite his family's advice.
Is it the singer?
Yeah. He's saying that she was on the streets. And I know that chick, she was here in East London. She wasn't on the streets. She used to go to Wusu, bro. And then, what's this guy? Chris Excel posted him with a young chick. Do we have time
We're
to
talking
go?
about the same person, Barita.
No, yeah, we're talking about Burita.
Barita, yeah.
But now, Nota was with a younger girl
Mm.
in the weekend. He was posing with her. I think we're going to leave this. Oh, shit. We're going to go a little bit into this, but I think we'll talk about this again. I think we need some more men. But come on, guys. Can we stop this behavior of just fucking blabbing everything
Yeah.
and trying to make yourself look good in a situation? Because now when I look at it, when I look at comments like that and guys are saying, I told my parents, and then someone was saying he's a visionary. I think Penuel was saying not as a visionary. Look what's happened to Kanye West. Look at that shit that he said about George Floyd. I watched that Drink Champs thing. And like, when you're mad, you're mad. Bro, I think we need to try and get some guys and we talk and we say, why are guys doing this?
Like talking in what state?
Talking about women. Like you bang the chick, now you bad mouthing her now.
It depends. Let's not act like women like don't talk these things as well.
But she hasn't said anything.
Yeah, no, I mean
Yeah,
like not
but-
in that instance. Like a lot of times, guys like portray their innocence as well because they get made out. of
Yeah,
villains
I think
a
we
lot.
were talking about this earlier. Who do you want to convince? Who do you want to convince? Because
We
you've
should
got a
not-
public.
Look, yeah, that's one thing we should not do. Nah? It's not let women not feel like they're not responsible for anything they do, because we do that a lot. We let women. What's the word again? We let them
Let them
not
slide.
we just let them slide off with a lot of things. Women will say foul shit about you.
Yes,
And
but
they
remember-
can speak to
Yes,
people.
yes, but
And
remember-
then
yeah.
when a man does it, he's like a kid. He's not grown up. He's not mature.
But
Look,
no, in this instance,
he's-
no one
Pers-
said anything.
Personal experience as well. Like what they will do, they will basically cut you down so that you don't talk to anyone.
Is it?
Yet you'll find out that they're talking shit behind your back about you.
You
Yes,
see?
but remember, this is a
But
public
but
platform.
like what Nota and that thing, nah, they'll always use that one person that act like that. It's the same thing like you just said Kanye West as well. Kanye West was when he went on with Kim, they were like, why is he doing that? He's a bitter person. It's like he's a hurt person.
Yeah.
That's what happened there.
So
the only
the-
reason why she's not doing that because she moved on already while they were together with someone and they moved on.
And
So
it's-
she's not feeling the emotions.
That's a
that
typical
well.
thing that women
Yeah.
do at the end of the day.
They move on fast. No,
Ah, but
listen.
that's a
And
story
then
for
the-
another
and
It's a
day.
then-
story
and
for
the
another
feeling's
day.
not there like
I
that.
think we need like there's juicy stories we could give, but obviously we need other people. We need to dig deep.
Yeah.
Dig deep into your insecurities as men is why you want to post that shit
And the psyche.
on the psyche, because I think that's just I don't know. I looked at that and I was like, people still listening to this Choco. So when are we getting our 30,000? I heard Penuel got 30,000 from that white guy. When are we getting money? We deserve it. We also want to sell out. A lot of podcasts coming up in the world. We want to sell out too, but I think it's because we look too fresh too fast. That's our problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assume we do have a sponsor already.
Yeah. Well, now we do. Got Greek sponsors. 2 white guys. Yeah, they're Greek. Can't find their daddies though, but we'll get to that. Yeah, man. It is the Zoch life.
It's big man Danny.
And then his mobster over here, just something to the guys there. Keep safe and keep the children safe as well, guys.
Oh yeah, you got it too. Yes, sis.
Had to, bro.
You have to. Fuck.
Have to.
You have to. It depends
If,
which
if
children.
we don't, who is?
We're
Exactly.
screwed. Not screwed. Oh, I can't even say it. No, let's not even say it. Yeah, man,
bad.
that's it. Say it.
If you like
Yeah.
joking, just say it.
Ah, fuck, that's bad, man. Okay, man, that's another episode of the NTF podcast. Peace out.